have music on, so sometimes Facebook gets mad. Maybe I'll turn it down. Yeah. No music. Well, good morning. What's up? It is Friday. It is, I don't know, 5 something in the morning. I've been up since 3, getting ready for the world, man. I don't know. I couldn't sleep anymore. I was laying there and just said, get up, get up, get up. So anyway, here I am, up and at 'em, ready. So, couple things going on here. Let's see if I can bring this light over. I'm fucking with the light. Whatever. So you guys seen that I've been creating all of the flowers, you know, like this gratitude flower that is developing to be awesome. And then that one over here, that it is pretty much done. Might hang it today, don't know, might delete later. Anyway, so all of those are going on and I'm really excited about this one, the direction where it's going, and I feel like it's almost like one of those things, like it's so good, it's like intimidating, you know, it's going like, ah, fuck, what do I go from here? You know, I really don't want to mess it up. But that's the part, I think, that of creation, that it takes the time to understand the risk that you're gonna take, you know, because it's grounded in your confidence, just based on the experience that you had from all the past fuck-ups, right? So, meanwhile, I have this big piece over here. This is on wood. I built this frame myself, put it all together, and then I built this other frame, and then I built that other frame, and the other ones were better. So then I have judgment on this piece automatically because, you know, it was a little crooked, and the edges, the wood is like a little lower quality, so the edges are like a little fraying, you know, of the wood, so I can peel it off, and it looks, you know, there is stuff in it that is not like perfect like this one, or as perfect. So every time that I looked at it, you know, before I start working with it and stuff, I would be like, what up, August? I would have judgment. I would have judgment of it because I would be like, oh man, this one, you know, why am I going to spend the time, you know, creating something on a painting on this canvas that is like, you know, quote unquote, like subpar of all the other ones. So then this morning I put it up and I'm here and I started to appreciate all these little flaws, you know, all of these little pieces that are missing, all of this, the scratches, the dents, the imperfections in the wood itself that I know that my brush is gonna like bump against it and stuff, you know, like just. And then I decided to experiment. I was like, well, if this canvas is not good enough anyway, let's just draw something that's not good enough anyway, right? Man, I am so pumped, you know, because I was feeling that way, and then I was flipping through my sketchbook and stuff, and then there's like all of these different flowers, you know, all of these different future flowers coming up in studies and drawings or whatever, and then I came up with this, or to this. And I have this piece and also this other one that are just like ribbons, you know, just like wraps or things or fabric. Maybe they're sheets, you know, maybe they're that big if they're sheets or banners or whatever, like just fabric floating and rolling. So I decided to, first of all, I decided to reward myself. You know, this is the deal here, because I was feeling like super guilty of not doing something good, quote unquote, that can follow the lines of all of these other paintings, you know, because this one's like, oh, how does that even fit in? You know, it's gratitude, manifestation, hope, faith, love, action, all of these things. And then how does this ribbon, you know, like cinnamon bun looking thing, fits into all of it. And then I was like, well, who gives a fuck? There is something that is calling me to do this, to paint this, to explore with this. Because I look at that other one all the time, and even though it's clear and you can't, there's nothing written on it, I think that's the cool thing about it, because it gives me an opportunity to choose or look at it and be like, oh, okay, maybe it's like, hope, faith, love, or maybe it's like a strong father, strong sons, or life was meant to be awesome, blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, I'm taking a chance, guys. Boom, imagine that, right? This is the ribbon, swirly, enveloping blanket of creation of some sort that I feel inclined to work on today and to bring it on to this piece of canvas, which is wood. There'll be no music because Facebook always says, oh, you're being muted. So I don't know what part or what loses. But anyway, here we go. So do you ever, get into a place on your own that you don't know why you have to do it? You don't know why you're supposed to, or have that inclination. Not there. There is something that it must be done and you can't explain it necessarily. Let's fill in this whole thing. So I'll start up here. And that's going to come down, cut across. And here's the beef of it. So if this cuts right here, that will come down and across again. Okay, so this is the Big Daddy. And there. Whoop. All right, so we go here, and then we go here, and that, and then what's happening? So now here comes the guts, the inside part of it. Top of the morning, it is Friday, beautiful day. Excuse me. I'm here in Flagstaff, Arizona, painting for you from Zontopia.com, @ZonPower on Instagram. Go follow, go see, sign up, newsletter, blah, blah, blah. Discounts, deals. The faces, the many faces, the faces of joy, those are coming up. So sign up, go to Zontopia.com, get in the mailing list, and I'll let you know what's up. Or stay watching. So anyway, go there, check it out. Because the faces, I think I want to do something really fun with it. Back to drawing, right? What are you guys doing? Having breakfast, drinking coffee, getting ready for a fun weekend, I would hope. So this is here. This one comes and goes and comes. All right, so now I can go charging. Well, thank you. I guess the speaker was feeling left out. Did you hear that? It said charging. Well, thank you, speaker. I've been up since 3:15, 4 hours and 44 minutes of sleep. I use this thing here, Whoop, at Whoop. It's awesome. It tracks like everything, breathing, recovery, calories burned through the day, GPS tracking if you're traveling, and like, you know, going on a bike ride or something, or a hike. Oh yeah, taking shape, starting to see it, and it needs to be chunky. Chunky. I need it to be chunky. That's the idea here, you know? Some chunk. Like, I have this weighted blanket. It's 25 pounds blanket. It's like filled up with sand or whatever. And it's freaking awesome because it puts me down into a place where I like have to relax and I feel pretty comfortable and like, you know, like almost like you're getting a hug all night, you know? So that's the idea somewhere in here about what's going on. This is that weighted blanket feeling we're trying to create, you know, of when you feel real safe, you feel real surrounded by, you know, your love, your feelings of joy and in fact, it looks like a cinnamon bun. It's, I don't know if it looks like it too much for you guys. Yeah, let's see. Lighting. Maybe. My face. Always forget. There we go. So, here's what's going on so far. I'll keep you a little closer to it as I develop here. And there's like some parts of it that I might want to delete. Going down here. Anyway, just getting the base foundation down of this drawing, and then after that I'll come back with a little more content about how this enveloping story is developing. So I won't keep you guys for long. You can sign up at for the newsletter. You can buy a print. All right, I got this top part down. Pretty much, it'll come up right there. Oh, I see what's coming together here. this is going to be pretty freaking awesome. Mind you. Well, guess what I'm doing for the next 50 hours? This and that and the other one. I'm gonna switch some paintings up today here in Flag. I am moving paintings from, there's this place here called Aspen Nail Salon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful location. And one day, walking by it, I drove up, before I lived up here, I was coming up here to ride bikes and enjoy nature and stuff like that with Ariel. And I had all of these paintings all over my house, you know, creating all through the pandemic of everything, you know. And I was like, fuck it, man, I can't have these paintings here. Why are they in my walls? You know, they gotta be in your wall. So I loaded the van. We have this giant van. I put all the paintings in it. We drove up into town, and then I dropped her off. She went to go hiking, and I was like, oh, I'll pick you up in a couple hours. Text me when you're done. I'll be, you know, around town. Parked at this place called like the Sawmill Plaza. Beautiful location. There's a Whole Foods, Lululemon, you know, like just fancy pantsy. One of those coffee things that you have butter in it. I don't know. Anyway. Expensive area, and this is beautiful nail salon. I literally like parked the van, I walked by and I looked inside of the place, and it was like walls, like, you know, like 40, 50 feet, I don't even know, like huge white walls. The place had just been redone, painted perfect, like spotlights every like 8 feet or something. I was like, excuse me, do you happen to need some art in here? You know. And anyway, long story short, the next day I was there in the morning and I have 13 different paintings hanging in there. How exciting, right? This is even before like I moved here. So that was part of the story of the move itself, you know, like fuck, we're gonna go there, we're gonna live there. Well, put the art there, launch it, you know, like launch an anchor out there, get these things going. And so I'm gonna bring all the faces. They're here. I think there are 9 paintings that I need to bring home. So, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. So I'm gonna bring them all here, and then we're gonna do an event next week, a live auction, sale, creation, everything. The paintings are going to be paired with a t-shirt. So the shirt that has the painting on it, and then also a print. So it's going to be, yet to be decided the size of the print, but you're going to have 3 different options, right? You can get just the print, you can get just the shirt, you can get just the painting, or you can get all 3. So obviously, but there'll be a package that I'm going to put together that you can get, you know, a print that's probably going to be like, I don't know, 18 by 24, something like big enough, you know, that you can put it somewhere and make it not be like a tiny little one. And then a shirt with one of the faces on it, and then a painting also, original. And they don't have to be the same one, or they can be the same one. So the idea is that you can only, oh, that's a good idea. What do you guys think that if like, there'll be a package that you buy 1 for you and you give 2 away. Or maybe it's 2 for you and you give 1 away. You know, because if there's a shirt, a print, and a painting, you know, so the idea then will be like, okay, I'll buy the painting, I'll get the shirt for my best friend and ship it over to him. And then the print, it's, I don't know, give it to somebody else, you know, or you get it shipped to somebody else. So, and then maybe if that happens, you get a deal on a painting. Ooh, ideas, ideas, ideas. I told you the title of this thing is brainstorming, right? So here we are, brainstorming, creating and thinking. So that's with the faces. And then after that, we're gonna go into the love flowers. The love flowers are currently hanging at Pita Jungle. Pita Jungle, they have a Pita Jungle here as well. And it's awesome. the times that I try to like do all my cheat meals, you know, or I want to eat something delicious and I know that I don't normally do, Pita Jungle, man. I go there, I get lots of food. I won't even name them. I don't even put myself there. But all the deliciousness and tastes. And gluten-free, which is good for me. That way, don't feel bad after I eat it. I feel like, yeah, give me some more. I'm coming back tomorrow. Guys serve breakfast. Anyway, love Pita Jungle. Pita Jungle I've been showing there for the last maybe year and a half to 2 years, year and a half or so. Okay, so this guy needs a body. At different ones all over the valley down in Phoenix. And now that I live here, I'm showing up here. I've been there for 2 months. Swapped pieces once. You might have seen it in my stories. And we go. Hold on, this is it? Yeah, that's kind of where it is at. So, top of the morning world. If you just joined me, welcome. It's Friday morning. I've been up since 3 o'clock. Maybe I had a little too much coffee right now, but I'm pumped, I'm excited, and I am creating. Like what I was talking about earlier, I had a lot of judgment going into this piece today, because it was a little drawing that I did. You know, I was looking through my sketchbook and stuff, and I found this little drawing that I did of something like more voluminous, you know, what up, Max? You know, like a little ribbon wrapping thing. And I have a couple of them here that, this is another one. You see, and it's blank. I might pop the background, being a different color. It's been like experimentation. This is like one of those canvases that, as I have leftover paint, which happens a lot because I kind of squirt them out. Then I have all these canvases laying around and I just start painting them, you know, filling them up, use the paint. Anyway, so then this pencil drawing came about, and then this pencil drawing came about. And as I was thinking about this canvas, you know, like I wanted to create something on it, I was like really judgmental of my own expectation of what should be, since it's not in alignment necessarily with the flowers, you know, with the manifestation flowers. And it sometimes seems to me that I'm always, you know, I have like so many different series. I have the faces, I have the love flowers, I have Hope, Faith, Love collection, just the flowers collection alone, the Stop and Smell the Flowers ones. And now it started, and then the gratitude, the manifestation and gratitude flowers. So, ow, you feel that? Do you ever do that when you're a kid? You know, like, ooh. Anyway, having fun. Enjoy your fucking life, man. So it's Friday morning. My kids are sleeping. My family is tucked in. The sun is coming up. It's probably about 30, 40 degrees outside. And I'm in here cozying it up, sharing with you. This video is definitely gonna be too long to make it into Instagram. So let's just sit back, relax, right? Enjoy the painting. So, chalk, done. Okay, powering off, the speaker said. Chalk, nice little orange, bright orange kind of, that's what the name Zon comes from, a shade of orange. Believe it. And now, what I'm gonna do is dirty brushes. There is definitely something to be said about a dirty brush. Do you like a dirty brush? So what I've learned many years ago about chalk and water is that they make a really cool like little effect. So it's easy to erase it. Like now if I had a wet rag, I could erase this whole thing, you know, and then start over like as soon as it dries, like no problem. So I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use all of it to my advantage and start to work on a foundation for this thing, which gives me time to explore, you know, and think about the colors and stuff, and maybe even leave it back further before I fill it up, because I really want to work with like a layers of transparency to give like a suggestive effect. And I think that the wood grain and the sketch lines and everything behind that I'm gonna add here and there will create that. So water, dirty water. And the cool thing that happens with the wax is that, the chalk, is that it melts it and it makes it into like this little watercolory looking texture. So it's kind of easy to add a little bit of, and then when I'm running out of paint, I just wet the brush, dip the tip, and let it roll. And then areas like this over here that look like I made a lot of adjustments as I was creating. Oh, this is what I'm gonna try to do this time. My friend Brett from Yoga-nastics told me about a shading technique that instead of going along like, you just pull it from the edges, just like that. So if it's not a straight line, and then, you know, this looks really loose right now, but that's exactly where I needed to be. So this little choppy area here is gonna turn into that choppy area there, the one that, this like stained glass looking rendering here. I'll turn it over. You see like how he has like this effect right here, which is developing. The same with this one. You see like all of this texture and color, and the way that he has like this little jaggedy, colorful, dimensional shading or shape breaking. So that's what I'm excited about this one too. You see, it's like all of that. Sorry about the light. Let me see if I can. All of this, you know, that is still developing. You know, it's still not done. This is the gratitude painting, the Om painting. There's more about it. They're posted about it. So, anyway. Oh! Knocking over everything. So that's what I'm excited about with this one, is that same outcome that's gonna happen with those, you know, like this stained glass looking choppy texture. So that's why I'm cutting it up loosely, and it's okay if it's too much water, you know, let it bleed. And then again, I gotta remember to pull the shading. Oh man, did you hear that? My belly's hungry. So like that. So here we have, and again, I think that I'm trying to explore here is the feeling of safety and comfort. This is the feeling of belonging, feeling nurtured. It's just like wrapping around you, not mummifying you or choking you. So, pull, pull, pull. Let's see how that goes. And then all this like dries away, you know, dries up. And then it looks different. It looks mellower because the wood will absorb all of it. So it's really forgiving. You know, it's a really forgiving part of my painting, because it gives me a lot of room to explore onto of my colors, of my commitment. You know, it's very uncommittal. That's the word, I guess. That's the reason here. It allows me to change my mind along the way without maximum rebuilding, because all it needs is like, you know, it's not bright, not solid, it's transparent. It's just shades. Top of the morning, friends. Friday morning, October already. TTFN 2020. Man, I'm very grateful for all the blessings along the way, and at the same time, ready to move on. Ready for the whole world is ready. Let's go. Oh, somehow some purple paint has snuck itself into this shading area, and there it is. A little bit more water. What makes you feel this way? What contributes in your life to feel like this? Or who does? Is it yourself? Is it a relationship? Is it a job? Is it a addiction? A hobby? A lifestyle, bro? I only do it when I'm, you know, social. I'm social a lot. I remember that guy, that Zon, circa 2003, Orlando, Florida, Reef Court. Boom. So now, since I have like an idea of how this thing is looking, I'm gonna be like, okay, so what I want forward, you know, I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna take a look at how this thing is playing out, and then maybe introduce the color to it. What color? I would like to do yellow, orange. Oh, that would be nice. Like a warm orange, red, yellow highlights on the wood. Leave the wood exposed since it's already, you know, not perfect. Bring the sander to it and, you know, weather it. Oh, look at it. Oh, well. Look what I just found. If I can go this way. And then, I think I'm painting with the back of this. But anything and everything is a tool. Happy accidents happen all the time if you're aware and willing to be present to watch it. Or you too caught up in your pity party story? Come on, world. Get up. Take chances. Play. Fly. shave the back of the brush. All right then. Feeling good, how about you? Good morning, kids. Recently, I have 2 kids that have entered the premises, Mr. Henry Stone and Atticus Drake. They are probably waiting for me to feed them. Like little birds like that. Just throw cereal at them, right? Like a vending machine. So anyway, world, this is where this is going. Be back soon with more. I don't know how long this has been going on. I don't know, dude.
Did you grind off the back of the paintbrush?
I don't know, not much. Just the looks like the foundation or the coating.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna feed these boys, feed myself, get a day going, make lunches, and it's Friday, right? Bike rides and hikes. Have a lovely day. Remember, the life was meant to be awesome, and create something, anything.